I'll start, sir.
Yeah, please.
We sincerely thank our institutions, Aditya School of Business Management, for this great opportunity. I also thank our chairman, Engineer C. Sukumaran sir, and trustee Mr. Praveen Kumar sir in their absence. I wholeheartedly thank our HOD, Dr. Sundrapandian sir, for his constant support and guidance. I finally thank Mr. Nirmal for accepting our invitation. Mr. Nirmal is an HR professional with 9 years experience and holding a designation as Assistant Manager HRIS at TTK Prestige. Let me introduce my team members, sir. Mr. Roshan Paulcherian, Mr. Harish, and Mr. Gautam Chakravarti, and
sir.
myself, Uti Balu. We are looking forward to know more from you, sir.
Okay, good evening all. Hope you are all doing good.
Yep, sir. Good evening.
So, thanks for the wonderful introduction, Ms. Preeti.
Thank you, sir.
And as she told, I work in TTK Prestige Limited, a manufacturing unit. So, to be precise of my company, we have 5 manufacturing setup, and we have 550 plus exclusive showrooms. And about our Coimbatore plant, it has been started in 2006. So I'm working there for almost 3.5 years. And that's it about.
Thank you, sir. Harish, you may start.
Good evening, sir. I'm Harish.
Good evening.
Shall we start, sir? How many employees
Yeah,
are
please.
working? How many employees are working in your factory, and how do you manage them, sir?
Actually, role workmen and contractual workmen put together, we have around 600 workmen. And we have 15 staffs. We call them as MEO, that is manager, executive, and officers. And we have some concept called lean management. So if we compare, we have, as I told, we have 5 manufacturing units. And this is the only unit where we have only 15 staffs. So we manage the entire show with only 15 staffs. So how we manage, there is a concept called circle leaders. So in our production process, we have a press shop, a polishing, a pre-assembly and assembly, and a finished goods. In every process, we have someone called circle leader. It is a kind of a supervisor. He will work and he will supervise the workmen in his own process. So moreover, he is a skilled person and he takes care of his entire process. And if it is beyond his control and he requires any help, he will come to the staff level. So we help them. So by this way, we used to manage all these 600 workers.
Okay, sir. Do you have any labor union in your factory? If yes, how do you manage them, sir?
Actually, we had a labor union, that is BMS. You might be aware, I think, Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh. So 1 year back, we had a labor union, and the good thing is that in Coimbatore factory, we have a very good IR practice. So we are luckily, the labor union all have resigned from their labor union. And a big thing which has happened is they have had a post and a pole and a flag in front of our factory gate. So they themselves have removed that. That was a great achievement from our end. Right now, we don't have any labor union.
So that happens when companies taking care of the employees so well, isn't it, sir?
Yes, yes. And also, there is no labor union, but we pay the minimum wages for the employees. And also, we have something called settlement. I don't think so you will be knowing it. We have something called 18-on settlement. So 18-on settlement means it is a settlement between the employer and direct employee to individual. So that is a mutual understanding between the employer and the employee. What he does is there will be some specific cookers. Sorry to say this, I forgot. We manufacture cooker and cookwares. So that is our production. So there will be a spec for the person, for an employee. So he used to sign there, and we will also sign. It's a mutual understanding. That is the 18-on settlement.
Okay, sir. That's great, sir.
So,
Yeah.
so the next question, sir, as a strategic partner, what is the role of an HR in your company, sir?
Yes, that's a good question, actually. So as an HR, we are integrated with the business. That is what I can say. See, it is not like an HR is going to administrate or he's going to give a manpower to the production people. It doesn't end in that. So we need to be an strategic HR, means we have to forecast. So what we do is we keep an eye on an employee on his skill development. So we have something called skill matrix. We used to find the requirement for doing a work. So we used to find we find the gap analysis and we fulfill the gap by giving the training. So my opinion is like HR strategic partner. It is not only by giving the manpower. We need to look into the business. That is what we are doing in our plant.
Okay.
So the next question, sir. How does the recruitment process carry in your company?
Okay. See, we have two processes. So let me come by one. Number one is for staff recruitment. As I told, no, this managerial, executive, and officers. So that recruitment happens in corporate office. There is a separate team for talent acquisition. So what do we do is, for example, take us as an example. We need an HR person in our department. So what we do is we have something called Darwin Box. So that is the tool what we use here. So I will be giving a job requisition. I will be attaching a job requisition in Darwin Box. So the person who's sitting in the corporate office will receive it, and he will fetch the resume from maybe the portals like LinkedIn or Naukri, something. So if the profile suits, what he does is he will post the profile in the Darwin Box. I will view it, and if I'm interested in it, if required, that person, the candidate, will come directly for a personal interview. Else, we will make the interview in Skype. So after doing this, we will fix up the pay for him in online only. We would be with the help of the portal only. Will be doing this. So at last, if both the candidate and us are satisfied with whatever has gone through, so we'll rule out the appointment letter, offer letter. So this is the entire process of recruitment. And the second thing is, in plant level, we used to recruit contract laborers. So contract laborers recruitment is it's a kind of simple process, but we depend on referrals. We don't take a contract man directly if he comes to the gate. So we need some reference as internal person who is working in the factory, or we'll get it from the contractor, that to reference only. Without knowing a person, we don't take them at all. So this is the entire process.
Okay,
Hope
sir.
I'm clear.
Yes, sir. Yeah, please, sir. So,
And sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you visit any college for any recruitment process, like as like Preeti asked, right, sir? And you said like through LinkedIn and some other websites, you'll get some views. Instead of that, sometimes you'll go for any college or some institution to get some people, quality people.
No, we from corporate, not we. From our corporate, they visit B schools. We take management trainees from B school alone. So our head HR is more clear on it. And yes, in plant level, we go to some polytechnics, not to colleges. We go to some polytechnics, diploma holders to take for the production process. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So, can you share, in your view, what are the competencies that are required for an HR?
Okay. You're asking in my view, right?
Yes, sir. In your opinion, yes, sir. In your view.
This competency for an HR, I always say is that it is connect. The number one thing is connect. So you have to connect to people. People in the sense, you have to get into touch with all the HRS. You have to join some forums like you can say HRDM, NAPM, like kind of forum you can join. And you have to get through the people. That is the first competency of an HR. Second thing is that you need to have a good communication skill. Communication in the sense, it's not about the language, the English you speak. The communication, what I mean is what you have to pass on and what you should not. That is more important. And also it is common for everything. As a manufacturing plant, if you are communicating something to your workmen, you should be thinking twice or thrice before communicating. It should not mess up. So second thing, as I mentioned, communication. Third thing is that you should have a thinking ability. At struggling time, you should think. You have to think and take a decision. You can say that a thinking ability and also decision making. The other thing, if I want to say, it is you should have a self-learning process. You have to keep yourself updated. So I guess these things are the competency required for an HR.
Thank you, sir.
Next question,
And
sir.
so-
In your use, what is the succession planning in HRM, sir?
Success and planning in HRM. Okay. Okay. If a person is retiring or if a person is getting out of a job, you have to be planned. For example, I can quote myself as an example. So I just from Hosur, there is an HR manager who is going to retire. So they have given 1 year extension for this that person. So most probably in another 2 months, I will be joining in Hosur. So this is the succession planning. So for that 1 year period, the person who is sitting in the Hosur will develop me. So there will be no lacunas in work in the plant. So this is mean by succession planning. Am I clear? You want something else to be explained?
Clear, sir.
Okay.
So actually, so in your opinion, what are the difference between job description and job specification, sir?
Okay. See, both are almost common, but you have if you want a clarity, I can say that it is knowing the job roles and responsibility or the task what he is going to do. If you summarize that, that is the job description. And job specification is that for doing a job, what is the requirement, like what experience he required, what is the qualification, what is the attributes required. These are all the things called job specification.
Okay, sir. So how much important these two characters play in a company, so job description and job specification?
See, that is more important, I can say, because once you know that what you're going to do, then only you can perform. If you are putting somewhere in a position and you don't know what to do, then there is no meaning. So if someone is giving a job, he has to describe what is the job about and how we are going to perform. So for giving a job and for performing, he has to be more precise about the job specification. So if someone is recruiting you, he will see that the number of experience, what is the number of experience you have, and are you really qualified for doing that job. So it depends upon all the factories. You have to give a job description. You should make a candidate clear about what he is going to do.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Nice, sir.
You're welcome.
Answer, sir. So can you share your performance appraisal cycle at your company?
Okay. So we follow financial year. Our appraisal cycle is from April to March. And for 6 months, we have a midterm review. So I can tell you, we have a tool called, I already mentioned, we have something called Darwin Box. In Darwin Box, what we do is at the start of April, we have to, ourselves has to put on their KRAs, key result areas. So the key result areas will be viewed by the L1. L1 is the first level manager. And if both the individual and the L1 are happy with the KRA which has been assigned, so there stop the performance appraisal. So here how it works is that the first level management, we call it as L1. So based on my performance, he will assess. And after that, L2, that is the second level manager, with the help of first level manager, they will assess. Based on the performance, that is midterm performance will be reviewed, and the full-time performance put together, they will review, and there is something called bell curve. You might have heard, I guess. So with the help of bell curve, they used to give appraisal, performance, promotions, everything. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yep, sir.
Next question, sir. How beneficial do you find HRIS?
Human Resource Information System. Okay. So HRMS is which makes an HR works more easy. So in that preview, I can quote some example. We have AMS, that is Attendance Management System. So for attendance, for payroll, we have biometric access. So from the matrix of biometric access, we receive the attendance in AMS. And also in AMS, each individual employee's data, master data is available. So that will be useful for us to run out the payroll and also to take out the data if required. And we have one more portal called Prestige One. In Prestige One, any employee can view the overall company policy, HR policies, and leave policies. Whatever policies available, it is everyone can access the Prestige One, and employees' birthday wishes and filing of IT returns, declarations, everything is present in Prestige One. So these are the two HRIS we have in our company.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Gautam, your what? Audio is not on. Switch it on.
How do you manage your statutory compliance, sir?
Statutory compliance, it isn't compliance, we have to manage. So starting from bonus, ESI, PF, and compliance related to Factories Act. As we are from factory, we have to maintain the Factories Act compliance, and we are maintaining of Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board compliance. So these compliance has to be maintained. So if you are not maintaining it, you will be sealed. The company will be closed, or the MD will be standing in the grill, maybe in the court. So we don't allow to make him that. So we used to have a reminder kind of thing. We have something called Legatrix. There is an Legatrix. I have forgotten to mention that. The HRIS, one more HRIS, what we have is Legatrix. So what it does is, if I'm not coping with the compliance, it used to send reminder mails to me. So once I have completed that compliance, it will show it as completed. So our direct head HR can view that. If I'm not doing and complying, my head HR can view that, and he can message or mail me. So we are 100% compliance. There is nothing called 100%. Compliant is compliant. If not, not compliant. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I have a question. How well did you manage this? Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, now I can hear. Please.
How well did you manage this COVID-19 pandemic, sir? Because all had a crisis. How did your company sustain in this period?
We maintain good protocols, to be frank. So if an workman comes into the gate, we have a temperature gun. So initially what we do is we check the temperature of the workman, and we maintain the temperature in coming inside and going out. This is the one thing what we do. And in gate, we have a separate wash basin to wash their hands. People coming inside, after checking the temperature, after washing in a soap oil, he will be allowed inside the premises. And we made and markings like 1 meter gap between and workman. If he is going in a queue, he has to walk in that box alone. There will be a box. From one box to another, there will be. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. See, there was an network error, I guess. Okay. So that's what we maintain, that gap in the queue. And next thing what we did is we make sure if a person is working in the shop floor has a minimum distance of 1 meter between them. So the next thing what we have done is we have, see, initially in our canteen, 6 people used to sit in a dining. So what we did is we made sure only 4 people will sit and there will be a barricade between each of them. So these are the things how we managed the COVID. And one good thing what I need to specify is that, so it was the recent announcement came from our MD. So if an employee, maybe a contractual or a regular worker, is passed away due to COVID, so we as a company used to pay 1 year of full salary, whole salary, the last drawn salary to the nominee. And the second year, we used to give 50% of the salary. And also the second thing what we did is, for the nominee, we covered them 2 months of health insurance. Though the third thing what we have done is, if they are required a job and based on their qualification, we engage them for work. So as I told that we have done it, because I'm saying as we have done, that's it.
That's
Nice.
great.
So we also saw the news that the Honorable TTK Prestige founder gave around 1 crore rupees to the CM recently.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah,
so
that's
nice.
great. That's great, sir.
See that. Yeah, that was a great thing. And also you need to know one thing, in the previous lockdown, it was 38 days, if I'm correct. So for that 38 days, our chairman has paid full payment for role and also contractual workmen. And also here I'm there for almost 1 month. For this 1 month, he has paid salary for contractual and also role. It is a very good thing what our chairman has done.
That's great, sir.
That's great, sir.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
accurately would you manage
Sorry?
HR auditing? So hello,
How accurately?
sir, can
Okay.
you get me?
Yeah, I can hear
Hello.
you, please.
How accurately would you manage HR auditing, sir? Could you please share some HR auditing process in your company?
So if you're mean like it is accurately, there will be no audit called accurate audit, because no one can be 100% if I'm not wrong. See, there will be some issues, so we have to. There will be so many observations, so we have to overcome it. I mean, we have to rectify it. So there will be audit yearly once for IMS. I am a certified IMS auditor. So IMS is nothing, integrated management system. So previously it was like ISO and OSHAS. ISO is regarding the quality of the product, and OSHAS is about the environment. So both put together, the new thing is called IMS. So yes, we maintain audits well, and we also have an internal audit for every 3 months, and we manage all the audits. We will have the flaws, but after getting the observation, we will rectify it. Yes,
Yes, sir.
That's great, sir.
it will come.
Roshan?
So what kind of employment engagement activities do you carry out in your company, sir?
Employee engagement.
Yes, sir. Employment engagement activities.
It's not employment engagement, employee engagement.
Employment
Okay.
engagement.
See, employee engagement. One first thing I can say, we celebrate factory day. Every year we used to celebrate factory day. On factory day, our chairman will visit the plant, and we will have award function like long-term service awards, and after that we'll have the celebrations. One is that, and other than that, we have some 2-3 awards. To be clear, we have something called Prestige Ratna. Prestige Ratna award is for workmen. So that is a monthly award. Maybe a workman will give a good idea or innovation for a certain process. So for that we consider and we give award that is called Prestige Ratna. And we have something called Prestige Assis Award. The Assis Award is for common for staffs. So it is a teamwork. We give a best performing team an award quarterly basis, that is Prestige Assis. And we have something called All of Flame. All of Flame Award is for individual who performs well for entire year. So based on the nominees and the work he done, a group of people will sit and discuss and finalize. So these 3 are the awards which we have. These are the engagement programs we do in our factory.
That's great, sir.
So, how do you perform a payroll
Yeah.
management? How do you perform a payroll management?
No, I got it.
Oh, okay.
So as I told, we have something called AMS. I told you, attendance management system. So the process is like that. We have a biometric machine. We have some 6 biometric machines separately for role workmen and the contractual workmen. So the person who comes inside used to give the biometric access. Now it is Corona, so we have given the access card. So once he comes inside, he will punch his attendance, and for going for lunch and coming inside, he will punch, and evening if you're going for shift, he will punch. So based on the punch record, the punch record will be registered in the attendance management system. So from the attendance management system, what we do is we take it to SAP. We run the payroll in SAP. So in SAP, we used to feed the data whichever comes from AMS, and we run the payroll. We make sure that we will be paying salary to the employees before 7th of every month. So as our manpower is less than 1,000, it is an statutory compliance where we need to pay before 7th or before 7th or before that. So we compile. So this is the entire process of our payroll.
Thank you, sir.
So the next question which I have, sir, do you have any self-development programs for your employees?
Yes. See, one program is called Udan. So the other program is called First Time Manager. So with an example, I can say that. So what it does is, it has happened to me also, right? Some 1 month before, I guess. So it is like there is an age limit of 45. The employee, the staff who is below 45 can participate, have to participate. Whoever is below 45 have to participate in an aptitude test. So if he is got selected in that aptitude test, he will be sent through an assessment. The assessment people will be outsiders, the agency from the outside. So they will suspect you, and what they do is, it will be a kind of 2 days program. They will assist you. Based on the assessment, there will be a coachee for you. There will be coacher for you. For if you take an example of mine, our head manufacturing officer is my coacher. So it was a period of 6 months. I've been coached from him. So after that, I have gained a designation, a promotion as an assistant manager. So this is one program called Udan. The second thing is that First Time Manager. If he is recruited first time as a manager, or he has got a career growth of a manager, he will put into a training kind of program. It is called First Time Managers. That is also a self-development program. So other than this, we have something for workmen also. So I want to mention that we are TPM based company, Total Productive Maintenance. Total productive maintenance is an Japanese concept actually.
Okay.
So people from Japanese Institute of Management Studies have come to our company, and we are the only company in cooker and cookware got the TPM certification. So we got 2 certificates like TPM Excellent and TPM Consistency. We are the only company who has done that. And also I proudly say that we don't have any competitors for our product. So these three, including the workmen, these 3 are the self-development program for our employees.
That's great, sir. That's a nice achievement, sir.
Thank you.
So could we know the expectation the company has for a fresher? What they expect from a fresher?
Yes. As all company does, yes, we expect the fresher to perform. It is not just recruiting a fresher and just tell him to perform. So we will feed him. We will feed him with a lot of training. We will give on-the-job training, off-the-job training, and will make him comfortable, to feel comfortable. Once he join, at least for 1 or 2 months, we don't disturb him. We allow him to understand the process and also the behavior pattern of the company. So we give time for him, and also we give training for him. And after that, we expect him to perform. I'm done.
Harish?
The training process you provide to the freshers and an experienced employees.
Okay, training. Okay, see, before going to the training, I'll just tell about the induction process. So once a person joins to a company, most of all in manufacturing setup, we will recruit only contract person. So contract person, if we engage, the first thing what we do is we have something called technical training center in our factory. So in technical training center, we have all the modules. For example, if I say the entire production process lively available in the technical training center, we will have the process wise. For example, starting from the circle, we do cookers from a embedded circle. From the circle, that will be SS or aluminum. From the circle to press, polishing, pre-assembly, assembly, and finished goods, the entire process will be viewed in the technical training center. So what we do is we make him to go inside the technical training center, and we make sure he understand the production process. First of all, he has to know about the company. So we make him to know about the production process, and we are 100% sure, and we are 100% careful on making him to understand the safety process. Safety is more important in anywhere you go in the factories. In factories, safety is the first. So we induct him, and after that we have something called buddy concept. So what we do is, for example, he has been taken for press shop. So in press shop, an experienced guide, we will call a experienced guy, and we'll hand over this fresher to that experienced guy. He will be his buddy. So for a period of 1 month, he will be with him only. So that guy will teach him the behavior pattern or the process, everything to him. So in between, we will assess that also. So this thing is about induction and training. Training is an vast subject actually. So in training, what we do is there is something called skill matrix. So skill matrix, what we do is initially we will get the training needs. Training needs in the sense, for example, I'm a person who is working in a press shop. So in press shop, what and all training are required. So we will take that. So once we get the training needs from the department head, so what we do is we jar down a training calendar. So the calendar is something schedule of training. So what we do is we will assess with the help of skill matrix. For example, myself, Nirmal, has been working in press shop. So initially I will check, there will be a boundary of 1 to 4. So I will check for that process, what is the requirement skill. For example, for operating in that process, we require skill 3. So Nirmal having only skill 2, the level of skill. So what I will do is I'll find the gap. I'll make the gap analysis, and based on gap, I will give training. We have internal trainers in our factory. So I will organize and give training. So till he comes to the level of 3. That is the requirement for that process. So till that we will train him and we will assess him. So once after 3 months, we will make an assessment. And if he has gained that knowledge, is fine. Else we will go with the same process of retraining. So this is the process of training, and we have a feedback mechanism also for trainer and also the training. So we will make the feedback mechanism, and if any requirement for addition, we will do it. So these all are of, as I already told you, it's a TPM concept. We go through a TPM process. So these are all about the training.
Do you follow the 5 years pattern in your manufacturing unit, sir?
Yes, of course, 100%. 5 years is more important for our process. So we are doing it. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So what kind of softwares are you using in your company?
Softwares in the sense?
In the sense to like HR auditing, for doing some audit, what kind of softwares are you using?
That's what I'm saying. No, we don't have any software for doing auditing. Auditing has been done by a person. There is no certain software for doing it. For compliance, as I told, we have a software called Legatrix. Legatrix is a tool. For example, if I just open my mail on the month end, I'll be getting some 170 reminders. There will be 170 tasks where I have to sit and I have to complete those talks. For example, filing of PF monthly contribution, I would have done. The date of filing is 15th. I have to upload. I have to complete it like 15th. I have done my payment and I have to close it. Then only that task will be moved out of me. So likewise, there is a reminder kind of software for doing this. And other than this, I told you know the AMS is a portal where it is a kind of software only, and SAP is a software, and Prestige One for HR communication is a software. These are the softwares we handle.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I think it was a whole session. We actually clarified the doubts which we have noted down. Thank you, sir. Roshan, it's over to you now.
It is my greatest privilege to express the heartfelt gratitude to each and every soul that has made this evening possible in spite of this pandemic. We once again thank our institution, Aditya School of Business Management, for providing us with this opportunity to conduct this interview. I deem it an honor for having with us Mr. Nirmal, TTK Prestige Limited. We are graced with your presence and congratulate you for your future endeavors. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me for the session. It was really a good session. You people were more a kind of engaging myself into the session, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thanks.